Toaster back. We've got a replay by Toestubber today, and he is in his Kanonen Yak Panzer 105, and I have a hard time saying that, but you'll notice one of the things is he didn't resupply his consumables, and I think we've all done that. So that would be the number one thing to check that box. But he already knows that. I'm sure he checked the box since then. And this Kanonen Yak Panzer is not a very good tank, to be honest with you. It's got 0 armor, and it's got low DPM, and it's just not a great tank. It's kind of a poor combination. It is mobile, but as you can see, Toestubber is in kind of one of the standard sniping spots, and we are in the map Ghost Town. So it's an all tier 8 game, which I love the new matchmaking. That's fantastic. And he is just waiting to get shots, and it looks like he just misses that shot high a little bit. Now, the Mutz is making a classic mistake. He is pushing entirely too hard, too early, right? By the way, one of the things I would do, maybe this is a glitch from replay, but I would definitely make your map bigger so you can actually see what's going on. I make mine as big as I can, but for our purposes, looks like they are pushing extremely hard on the other side of the map here, and this is giving Toestubber a ton of shots, right? So he's got a rather long reload, and I don't believe he's spotted there, but I do believe that and correct me if I'm wrong, maybe he does have Sixth Sense. Did he just get spotted there? You guys tell me. It's been a long weekend, so I hope you guys had a good 4th of July if you're American. And I took 4 days off work, which was insane. I have not had 4 days off work in, I don't know, over a year probably. So, anyway, this thing takes arty damage like you would not believe, just because it's so lightly armored. And with the enemy team pushing as hard as they are, Toe is doing the exact right thing. He is staying in cover and just waiting for shots. You notice that there is a low up here with him. Now, the problem with that is that the low has 0 camo, right? I believe the Kanonen is actually fairly sneaky. It's not E25 levels of sneaky or anything, but it's fairly sneaky. And he gets a nice shot on the STRVS1. He's up to 1400 damage, which is already a respectable game, right? But look at all these targets. All these guys are just pushing in blindly. So the risk is, because he has no repair kit and he has no med kit, he definitely does not want to get spotted, right? So, and at the distance this T-34 is, I think I probably would have backed up behind the bushes and made the bushes solid. That was an unfortunate shot. And he's able to put a nice shot into the KB4, and they are just pushing hard. So it looks like he's got, wow, it does have good pen. 268 penetration on a tier 8 tank destroyer. That's very, very nice. This might be on a weekend or something, because it looks like the enemy is just pushing willy-nilly here. They think they've got an advantage, but you really, with all of these bushes along the backside here, you're just pushing in through the town is just suicide, especially if there's enemies up on this ridge, and it looks like the only thing they've got left is that STRVS1. So you can get side shots really easy into these heavies from up in these areas. So 1800 damage, and it looks like he's got 2 kills so far, so you're doing well, Toestubber. So let's see what he does, if he's just going to sit back and be patient or if it's time to move. I think he's making the right call here, moving, because these guys, if they come through the town, they're going to spot him unless he backs off behind the bushes. And he's not getting any really good shots here. But I think I might have gone up where this ELC is and kind of joined my team. Now, one issue at this point is that there's really nothing spotting middle now. And as a really lightly armored tank destroyer, especially one without any consumables, I would consider staying up there or relocating over to here. That way, if they push the cap, you can watch it. Because it's pretty obvious they played a pretty crazy game. But now, now that the heavies are dead, there's just the Scorpion and the Scorpion G left. So, he's loaded HE, which is a really good call. Because you are facing a Scorpion and a Scorpion G. The Scorpion has, if that's the, no, that's got to be a standard Scorpion, right? It's not the American because it's not a tier 7. So, but the tier 7 Scorpion has 1 millimeter of armor. So he just misses out on that opportunity, but that's fine. And here's the trouble with pushing in, right? And I think I would have stayed pre-aim there. And the reason I would have stayed pre-aim there is that guy is going to poke out. And this other Scorpion is going to spot you almost no matter what before you spot him. Because he's got cover of bushes, right? And with 2 hits by Scorpions, you're going to die, right? Not only that, but you're in trouble if the Artie sees you. Because of how light the armor this is. But nevertheless, that was a nice shot. And he decides to back off. He's got 2200 damage. And the Scorpion G, it looks like, is taking Artie fire. So now it's 13-10, and I think you're making exactly the right call. Push and get damage, right? Because you've got the advantage here. You've got more. You don't have more health, but you have enough health to hit a shot. And oh wow, that is really unfortunate that you didn't pin that. But you're playing safely, and you're able to hit another shot on this guy. And at this point, I would just push in behind him and not play safe at all. I would auto and take him out. So that was a very good game, and what is widely considered not a good tank. So I don't have a whole lot to criticize here, because it looks like you kind of did everything fairly well, including loading the correct ammo at the correct time. The biggest thing is something you've already fixed, I'm sure, is the consumables, and staying patient. I think maybe pulling back behind bushes when you see somebody, just spending the time to do that so you don't get lit and you don't take Artie damage, especially when you have no kit. Because if, let's say, they'd knocked out your commander or they'd knocked out your gunner, you've got to live with that for the rest of the game, right? And that could really affect your game and actually affect the outcome of the game, because you contributed 3,000 damage to that team, and I think without that 3,000 damage, it might have turned out a different game. I don't know. So appreciate you sending this in. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the after action report, and we'll wrap this up. Okay, here we are at the after action. That is a first class in the Kanonen Jagdpanzer 105, and he was top of the team. by quite a bit. The ELC even 90 did pretty well. And of course, arties do well on open maps that are played slow, right? 14 shots fired, 11 hits, 9 pens. And he did 692 assists, so that's 3,700 combined, and he made 123,000 credits. So some personal action mission payout. So I don't know what that was about, but 3,200 experience, and of course he didn't spend money on consumables. So anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. I hope to catch you on the next one. Toestubber out.